Welcome back to BrandsTalk. Learn from thought leaders from different parts of the world, from CEOs, business owners, managers, experts who are in the spotlight to tell their personal brand stories and share their firsthand insights. It's a show to help you develop and grow your brand in a more authentic and sustainable way, locally and globally. Whether it's your personal brand or company brand, your branded product, service, or cause. My name is Brigitte Balkowski. I'm the owner of Bridget Brands, a branding strategy boutique offering online courses, workshops, and one on one exclusive coaching. I help my clients craft meaningful branding strategies so that they can unleash their full potential to effectively elevate their personal and organizational brands and shine authentically. So let's get started and dive with me into the world of brands. My guest today is Shiri Gabriel. Shiri is a master connector and global business owner, a professor, a real estate investor, and a career and life coach. She is highly skilled in leading and inspiring individuals and teams to create a better lifestyle and build generational wealth. Shiri is a dynamic speaker, trainer, and presenter, great at employing clarity, innovation, and humor to develop and to deliver effective presentations to diverse audiences. Shiri's 15 years of experience in the corporate world, combined with her certifications in adult education, holistic narrative career training, and life coaching, provide a unique understanding of the challenges faced by professionals in creating meaningful connections and building relationships to scale their business and careers. I warmly welcome Shiri Gabriel. Welcome to BrandsTalk.
Thank you. Thank you, Bridget. It's a pleasure being here with you and being able to share about my experiences and provide insights from my journey, my stories, and help as many people as I can in, as I said, creating generational wealth, creating financial freedom, and really give them a little bit of knowledge and insights on how to network because I think it's all about relationship networking and relationship marketing nowadays.
Exactly. I'm so happy you're here today. It's awesome having you. We have known each other already for a while. And as you say, it's so important to have a good network, to have partners to work together with, to build long lasting relationships, whether it's our partners, it's our um, business um, business people that we work together with, our business customers, and also our final customers. It really depends on the company that we are running. So before we dive deeper into the topic of networking and building sustainable long-term relationships, I would like to know a little bit about your story. Would you like to share your journey with us?
Yes, yes, of course. Always love to do that. I'm originally from Peru and moved to Israel when I was very young. I lived in Israel for almost 9 years. Actually, did my army training, finished the army there as an officer, a lieutenant, and then came to Toronto, Canada, where I've been for 25 years, over 25 years. I am married. I have 4 children. I actually met my husband here. My career started in advertising, traditional advertising. At the end of the 90s, shifted very quickly to something called the internet in those days. You know, everybody thought it was a fad, like this thing called the internet. Luckily, I made my way into it very early on. Learned tons, was able to evolve my career around interactive digital marketing. Finished my corporate career at Coca-Cola. I was there for 10 years as a marketing executive, working in different programs, having a lot of fun. Definitely a fun company, fun brand to work in. But I felt that it was my time to leave the corporate world, wanted to bring myself home be home with my 4 children, my husband, have more freedom, or what I thought was freedom at the time. Because here's what happened in my story. It's like, oh, I leave the corporate, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, right? Woohoo!
Ooh.
Sounds like, amazing. Yes, which it can be, but nobody really taught me. I didn't have any mentors. I literally, dove into this entrepreneurship life, consultant, coaching. I found myself doing so many things because, when you're an entrepreneur and you don't have clients, you don't make money. So then I started freelancing, and then I started teaching. I'm a professor until today. I love it. I teach at college. I teach marketing, communications, network. But here's what I found. I find myself working 3 jobs, 4 children, exhausted, no direction. That's when I paused and I said, okay, I got to reevaluate. I really got to look at what am I doing? What do I want? Why do I want to be an entrepreneur? What am I looking for? And I was just looking for more time and more money. So I started really looking for an online business, something that I could do my time, but that would generate that, you know, money that I needed, but residually,
Mm.
right? I started building my real estate portfolio, so understanding more about wealth and residual and passive income. So I said, okay, I need more of that. And really after that, that's when everything that I've been doing since, it's all about building that residual passive income online that gives me the freedom, gives me the time that I need. And along the way now, I'm helping a lot of people to do that as well, to learn how to build an online business, how to build that generational wealth, how to really own your time more and pursue your dreams, because people get stuck in that mindset of, oh, I can't. It either takes too much time, too much money. I don't know where to start. So being able to mentor people into that journey, having been through myself, it gives me a lot of happiness and pleasure to be able to do that. So that's a little bit about me today. I've been able to build a business that expands globally. Like I said, I still teach. I have my real estate portfolio that I love. So but it wasn't easy, right? I had to go through the mud to get there. So for me, if I can make this journey easier for people, why not? And this is why I love to share my story. This is why I love talking to people like you. So if I can help anyone go through that journey, a little bit easier, because it is going to be tough and hard, but a little bit easier, why not, right?
Absolutely. I can feel you. I've been going through the same thing, and let's start my own business and have more freedom. But at the beginning, it's more going through a rabbit hole. It's like going through on a roller coaster ride. There are the ups and downs, and then you're excited about it. But there is actually more work that you have to accomplish. You're wearing all the different hats at the beginning at the same time. And there is a lot of going through the mud. So I would like you to go a little bit deeper in this going through the mud. What were the detours, the difficulties that came along when you started your own business, when you were transitioning from being an employee, a marketing executive at Coke, and then you have decided, no, I start my own business. And so, how was that transition for you? I mean, there's a lot of excitement and a lot of, okay, how do I do this? How do I do that? And there might be some fear involved. You're going through all these different phases, right? So, what was the mud?
Yeah. So all of the above, right? D. um, fear and excitement and worry, and it's people thought I was crazy. Why would you, leave a company like that? And uh, there was the opportunity to leave. I mean, there was the opportunity to take that package, right? So that gave me a little bit of peace of mind. I had that package. I had a few months, to build my business, but what was that, right? And so the transition is, it's when you're in the corporate world and you've never been an entrepreneur, you've never had mentors that are or have been entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is more of an illusion. Okay, it's not what you think it is at all, at all.
Yeah.
Right, Precious? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it is an illusion. It's it's they lied to me, or maybe I lied to myself, right? Thinking, oh, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Um, my journey starts as a coach, as a life coach, a career coach. And, a few months into it, I find out, well, if I don't have clients, I'm not making any money. Now, it sounds like something very simple, but didn't you know that, Shiri? To be honest with you, no, I didn't. I lived in this illusion that everybody's going to be my client. Everybody's going to want to be coached.
You're right here, right?
And it's gonna happen because you know what? People like me. Has nothing to do with me being likable or not. It has everything to do with people wanting to invest in themselves and spending the money. So lesson number one. All right. So I need another avenue of making money. Now I'm still learning this on my own. I'm still not reading. I'm still not going through self development. Oh, interesting. I guess I should create another source of revenue because this is not going to sustain me. So off I go into freelancing. So now I'm consulting and coaching, I'm freelancing. And then, okay, this is still not enough. So I go and do the next best thing that I think, because I have the employee mindset. Very different, right, Bridget? Employee mindset
and
and, entrepreneurship mindset. So I'm still
and
in the employee mindset.
that needs to shift. Yeah, that needs to shift
So
first. Mhm.
exactly, I'm still in the employee mindset. Oh, I need another job. So I start teaching, which again, that was actually one of the best decisions I made because I still do and I love it. However, in that space of working three jobs, having four children, I'm like, wait a minute, something is wrong here. I mean, who lied to me? Who didn't tell me that, this is freaking hard? I thought I was actually going to have to work this hard until I died. I'm like, no, 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 right? At that point, I start out of necessity, right? Start networking. And it's something that I love. I always love, I was always networking, I think, since I was a child. I just didn't know it was called that. So I start networking. I start, I need to understand what's going on because I paused and I said, listen, I need to talk to more people, people that have done what I'm doing, people that are doing other things that I don't even know anything about. So I'm like, I don't know what I don't know. So let's find out. So I start opening it up to networking, like really seriously networking, like taking this as a job, as a fourth job, right? Networking
Mhm.
and things start opening up for me. One of the first things that opened up for me, actually one of the first things was actually the teaching. Someone who I used to work with at Coca-Cola, he was teaching. I'm like, that sounds like fun and interesting, so I did that. Then the whole world of real estate opened up through me, again through someone else who used to work with me at Coca-Cola, and now he got into real estate and investing. And my husband and I, we always delved into investments here and there, but guess what, now we took it seriously because we took that person, he became our mentor. Oh, lesson number one, how great would it be to have a mentor? Because no offense, in the corporate world, we don't have mentors. We don't. In the proper meaning and sense of the word. Okay, we have managers, we don't have mentors necessarily. And so that opened up for me. I'm like, I like this concept of residual investment. I start learning more about the wealth concept. I start educating myself because of the network that is opening up for me, because of me actually opening up to a network, to learning and understanding that, yeah, I might have been very good at my job, but I know nothing about entrepreneurship. So the minute I realized that, everything changed for me because I came from a place of learning, of discovering, of understanding, and a whole world. Like I was like this in the corporate world because that's how we are. We're
Mhm.
like, oh no, 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 we don't know, and we think we know everything. Oh no, that's not interesting. That's for other people. No, that we don't do that. We are marketing executives, whatever. So world open up for me. And so I'm like, oh my God, there is this other world, right?
Yes.
Online. And people doing all these interesting things and different things. And luckily I've always been of a different mindset. Like, when people are going here, I go there, right? So
Good.
I just yeah, so I just started, discovering different things. And so, one of my discoveries was actually ACN, which is one of the big businesses that I do now. And it is in the realm of direct selling, multi-level network marketing. And before I'm like, yeah, I knew of products, was never interested in that. It seemed pretty cool. But here, this world of services, telecommunications, energy, just global expansion. I'm like, what does that mean? Getting paid on these services. I thought only, companies like AT&T and T and Telefonica or Virgin, could get paid like that. All of a sudden I learned, no, actually you and I can get paid like that and create this generational wealth. I'm like, That seems like my vehicle and my avenue. So since then, I've just been having conversations with people around just open up your mind, discover new things. There are so many ways that you can find how to create this generational wealth, how to build residual. You want to be an employee? Fantastic. Not everybody has to be an entrepreneur. Just build something that is yours too. That's always what I say. Just have another plan B, something in addition to it. Not everybody has to be an entrepreneur, but find what to invest in so it's creating that wealth. Just be open to other things and opportunities because you never know what's going to come your way. So that was my journey as an entrepreneur. It was painful. It was very painful,
I,
unfortunately.
I think it's painful for everyone, and who says it's not painful, I think is lying, because that's part of the thing. You have to go through all of that in order to understand. And I think also for
Yeah.
me, it has opened up a huge different other different world, I would say, because I was a professor before, and I mean I'm still teaching on a side though, I always will teach um, as a sideline. But my main focus is my business, and the business that I can scale and also create my wealth out of. Yeah. So you have opened up so many questions I want to ask you. So let's start with networking and relationship building. So, actually, you are going to do a workshop about networking. It's called The Arts and Science of Networking. It's next week, and you will teach the basic tools to start networking like a pro. So, I would like to know from you, maybe do you have any, let's say, three most important steps, actionable steps that we can take in order to connect with people and get fast results on that?
Yes, yes. So the reason I'm doing these workshops and I'm starting to do these workshops is because I've really mastered the system of networking. It started out of necessity, and now, to be honest with you, it's fun. I mean, Bridget, that's how you and I met, right?
Yes,
Because
exactly.
it is fun. I mean, once you get to that level of being a master networker, it's fun. It drives me. I mean, it just brings so much joy for me to meet new people, but better yet, to be able to help others and connect people, like be that connector, right? And
Ex-
here's the thing: I don't get anything financially, but I gain everything financially. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, absolutely, because it's not only to have joy and fun and to help others, but you are getting so much back in terms of it sparks your ideas and you learn something from other people as well, right?
Exactly, exactly. And so I truly believe nowadays networking, and especially since the pandemic, when the world shut down physically, but digitally it opened up. So it's a boundaryless world. And so the art and science, the skill of networking, in my opinion, is number one.
Yeah.
It really is number one
And
today.
I would like to add something to that, because you said around the world. So I think it's also, we are not bound within geographic boundaries. Yeah. So we learn also from people from different parts of the world, from who have different mentalities. It's becoming so much more colorful.
Exactly. 100%. 100%. And you said to me, actionable steps, like some things, and obviously we're going to get into more detail on July 14th when I have the workshop, and it is a workshop for beginners, right? So this one is really the beginners. I'm going to have the intermediate, advanced, and then the master, right? But as a beginner, because many people don't even know how to start, they're still thinking, oh, people are not going to want to connect with me. I'm afraid. What do I say? Where do I start? People are going to think I'm going to sell them something. Well, no, I mean, understand that nowadays professionals, right? And most people, especially on LinkedIn, and I'm going to talk about LinkedIn because I think that is the door to professionals nowadays in terms of the network, right? The social media application.
Yeah.
So people who are on LinkedIn they know, they understand that that's the modus operandi. That's what people are going to do. They expect to get messages. They expect to, people to connect with. It's how you do it. So number one, what you need to do is, and I'm going to give you three things, and I call this the secret sauce, and I am going to give it to you because I think that if you really start applying this, you can see changes immediately because what do you do when you connect? First of all, you don't just press the connect button, because forget it, people who just connect with me without a message, 90% of the time I will not accept it. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the netiquette already. You got to send some message. So here is the message, is the three-tier message that I call, that utilize it and you'll see results. So first of all, when you want to connect with someone, there is a reason why you want to connect with that person, always. So, in your message, the first thing that I want you to do is I actually want you to compliment that person, right? So, find something that you're interested in them and why. So, maybe it's something about, I see that you've been very successful in, the, I don't know, the real estate industry. And I'm so interested about, hey, I recently saw a post that you wrote and I loved it. I see that you actually went to this school. I see that you work for this company. Whatever that is, I see that you're a great networker and I, would like to. So compliment them on that skill, that thing that attracted them to you. Okay. That's number one. So compliment. Number two, be really authentic about your intention. So, what is your intention? What is the reason that you want to connect with them? And be authentic. If it is because you love the company they work for and you want to work at that company, say that. If it's because you're expanding your business into their area and you want more contacts, say that. Is it because they know someone that you want to get in touch with? Say that. Be authentic. Be real about your intention. Number three, set a time. Ask for a time, rather. Not set a time, ask for a time. I need 12 minutes of your time. I need, and you'll hear that as a 12 minutes, 17 minutes. I always use not the 5, 10, 15. I just think that it creates curiosity. It's different. Okay.
Mhm.
I find that people react and respond to that. It brings, a smile to people sometimes. It's like, oh, interesting. That person thinks differently. Listen, if that's not you, go in 5, 10, and 20. If that's not you, I need can I take 5 minutes of your time? Can I take 15 minutes of your time? But think really about how much time you need and you're asking, because if it's a quick phone call, that's all it is. But if it's a Zoom that you want to get into, then mention that. That's it. So it's compliment, be authentic in your intention, and just ask for the time. That's it. If you can apply those actions, I trust you. And if you're listening to this, please get in touch with me on LinkedIn and tell me, Shiri, it worked.
Yeah.
Okay, because it will. That's it.
And it starts getting things rolling. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. These are perfect actionable steps we can implement right away. And tag Siri, or send her a message about your success. So now we got there. How can we continue that and turn it into long lasting relationships with our clients, business clients, consumer clients,
Yeah,
customers?
great. Great. It's always about the value that you provide, right? And that's something that I learned, through my business, in ACN. We actually lead with the relationship. Okay, we truly do relationship marketing. We never lead with the sale or the money that you're going to save, even if you're saving money, because here is what we know about human nature. They want to feel valued, okay, but they also want to get value. When you provide that value, whatever that is, and here's the thing about value is something subjective. What's valuable to you, Bridget, might not be valuable to me, and in that moment. So it is important to know the person. This is when networking is so important, because I know Bridget, I know what's important to her. I've asked the right questions when we met. I know your why. I know what you're trying to achieve. I know what you want. So I'm going to do everything I can to provide that value that you're looking for right now. So, what is that value that you can provide for people? Not necessarily related to the business that you are offering. or the products or the services that you are offering. But here's the thing: people will remember how you made them feel, people will remember that you added value to them, and that creates trust. The
Mm,
minute you have trust, you now can get customers for life,
mm, yeah,
and you can get referrals from those same customers.
yeah.
You can, acquire business partners,
Mm,
right? And that's the beauty of creating value. But it all starts again with relationship marketing and networking. And some people, especially millennials, nothing, I love millennials, but, you know, they want things now.
yeah.
I want it now. And actually, you know what? Millennials and employees, because, the paycheck. I was in that mindset. I want it now. I want the paycheck, right? I want the results now. Well, let me tell you, you have to actually you have to have some kind of long-term thinking, and
Mhm,
and you really have to work your way into gaining that trust. Now, it could happen fast, for me, because I have the skill of networking. Let me tell you, I build trusting relationships with people very fast, because I know the questions to ask, I know how to listen, I come from a place of learning, so I've developed those skills, right? But you have to foster that, right? You have to um, how do you say it? You have to plant the seeds.
mhm,
You have to plant the seeds, and you have to be patient. I've had people come back to me, and actually business has happened a couple of years after I met them. That's okay. With some people, business happens right away.
mhm,
It doesn't matter. Just plant those seeds, right? And the time will come to harvest.
exactly. Yeah. So it's funny you say the millennials take action right away. It's actually what we older generations are missing. We are maybe waiting too long. Yeah. But the millennials, they want it right away. So they need a little bit more perseverance, or more like, okay, it's gonna take a while until this whole thing is going to flourish. There needs to be a lot of input first, a lot of trust building first before we can harvest. Yeah. All
Exactly.
right. So and also to really um, get good in networking, understanding your customer, your clients. So get really having an understanding of their needs, their wants, and then doing the best job that you can, being better than everyone else in providing these services, in providing the experience uh, they want to have that brings them joy, and to
Yes.
refer you to other people. So this is a whole kind of thing that levels up, because you start with networking, then you build the relationships, then you get the
Yeah.
referral. So
Well, you start actually, Bridget, you start with what you do actually, which is the branding,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because you really need to be very clear, right? What is your branding? So your branding could be, your self, like self branding as me, Shiri Gabriel, and also your branding in terms of your business, which again, and Bridget, this goes together, right?
yeah,
Obviously, because
yeah.
when you're selling yourself, right?
Exactly, as an
Together with
entrepreneur.
whatever you're offering.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Exactly,
Exactly. So
because
the branding is key. If you're not clear on your branding, right, you can't go and talk to it. How are you selling yourself if you're not clear about who you are, and what you are, and where you want to go,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, so that really needs to be very, very clear for yourself, because otherwise you can't sell it. And then also for your clients, for your referral partner, for your whole network. Yeah. So
That's right.
I'm coming back to that. I want to ask you, so what is your singular thing that you, as the brand Siri, Gabriel, with your company ACN, what you can provide for your customers so that they choose you over anyone else and always come back to you and not even think about your competition?
Exactly. And that's a great question, because what do we offer? We offer services, right? I mean, what makes us different from you going directly to one of the providers? Because that's really the question, and the question that I get asked. The difference is me. You know me, Shiri Gabriel. We have that trust, right? Because I just learned about you. I know what you need, and I'm going to be authentic and transparent, which someone, 1-800 telemarketer that calls you or is in a call center, they don't care about you. They care about selling that service. So of course we help people save money on their services. That's, absolutely our intention and what we want to do. I am so transparent and so much trust that I bring with me that if I cannot, as an example, if I cannot, I feel that that service is not the right service for you, you're not going to get any value or save any money, I will tell you that,
Mm,
right? But that's how I gain trust. And guess what? I've had customers that have said to me, you know what, Shiri, it's okay. I will pay more money with you,
mhm, mhm.
but I want to go with you. I don't want to go directly with the provider because they don't care about me.
Yeah, or they are not your customers, but you were so honest to them so that they say, but I have a friend who might be a customer, a potential customer of yours.
Exactly.
That's how
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
generate referrals, even though they are not your customers. Yeah.
Exactly. So if I had to summarize it,
Mhm.
the companies, the providers, they bring telemarketing, we bring relationship marketing.
Mhm. Okay, beautiful. And on top of that, your singular thing is why? Why are you doing what you're doing? What's your higher purpose? What's your North Star?
Yeah, yeah. My highest purpose in everything that I do, whether it's ACN or real estate or coaching or professor, is to impact positively every person that I touch. That's my purpose in life.
Mhm.
And that extends to the cashier at the supermarket, and that extends to the drive-through, and that extends to the pilot in the or the the flight attendant in it doesn't matter, anyone that I come across with. My purpose is to impact them positively. That's it. So
That's
everything that I do has to be completely aligned with impacting positively anyone that I touch.
mm. One more question. What's your highest value? What's your ethos you live
My
by?
highest value, my ethos. Yeah, family.
Family. Okay, beautiful.
Family. 100%.
Great. Okay, so you also have mentioned that you're very intentional about financial independence and generational wealth. And you say you are obsessed with it, with creating, to design a better lifestyle. So, how do you do that? So, how do
Yeah.
we create a mindset of this? It's all about abundance in life, I would say. So, what's your recipe about that?
Um, Meditation for me, really, that has changed my mindset
Mhm,
and the obsession with abundance, and absolutely abundance in wealth. And by the way, wealth and generational wealth, yes, there is the financial wealth, but there is also the spiritual wealth, the
mhm,
physical wealth, that concept of abundance. So the meditating and just bringing that mindset, as you said, into me, has helped me tremendously, because when I have that mindset of abundance and possibilities, because I live in a world of possibilities, I'm never, and if that happens to me, that oh my God, I'm stuck and I cannot see. Honestly, it lasts a few minutes. And then immediately I go into no possibilities and abundance. So that's what I'm teaching my kids. And it's amazing how they see that and they take that. The
yeah,
living in abundance in a world of opportunities and possibilities. Because when you come from a place of possibilities and abundance, everything is open to that. Again, I did not have it for most of my life because I was an employee, corporate. There's nothing abundant about it. So when you go outside of that, you automatically are going to attract the
yeah,
possibilities, the opportunities to create wealth, to create abundance in generational wealth. And here's the thing, when people think about generational wealth, when people think about actually financial freedom, right? Which is financial freedom. I need millions. No, to have financial freedom, you just need something that comes to your bank account residually that covers your expenses. That's financial freedom, by the way.
mhm.
So
Beautiful.
think about it. Do the math. What are your expenses? And
Mhm.
find something that comes into your bank account and covers those expenses, and then you have more whatever. That's financial freedom.
Mhm.
How do you duplicate that? How do you duplicate that concept now so that it lasts to the next generation? That's it.
Mhm.
It's not that hard.
Super. Thank you so much. Awesome. A lot of gold in there, literally. So let's switch gears a little bit. Siri, you are not only running a successful branded business, but you also a strong personality. You are having lots of expertise in different fields or walks of life, and you're seen as a thought leader, and you shine through all what you are doing at your best. That means you're a strong personal brand. So, do you have any helpful advice on how we can strengthen our personal brand to be our best from your perspective?
I think personal development. I really think that personal development has helped me because you can have, I've always had a strong personality, as you know, my mom and my husband, they will tell you that. The question is, to your point, how did you channel that into a more positive,
Mhm.
productive, world of possibilities? Personal development. And again, I didn't have this until a few years ago. I didn't even know about personal development. I mean, you do things in the corporate world, but personal development and growth, having that mindset of learning, that you're never the smartest, you there's always so much to learn. um, Surround yourself with the right people, and the right people for you, right? I mean, be with people that are where you want to be, people that are going to lift you up. Your associations are so important. So self development and your associations, I think that is something that can definitely help anyone, whether you have a strong personality, whether your personality is not that strong. It's just creating and growing, personal growth from development, right? And the associations. I think that's what's really helped me along the way into channeling that strong personality, but in a more positive way.
Yeah, the same with me also. It took me years to figure that out.
I know, that's what we're sharing with you people, so you
Yeah,
don't have to take years to
exactly.
figure it out.
Yeah, but there is some things in life we have to experience our own by
Of
ourselves,
course.
and
Yeah.
even though other people tell us, "Hey, you should not do this or not do that," but we have to do it because
Doesn't
we
matter.
really feel it. Yeah. All right, so we are almost at the end of our show series already. Um, I would like to do a quick word wrap with you. Are you ready to give me quick and short answers? That's something that is top of mind in that moment.
I love it.
Okay, so my first word, real estate,
Wealth,
abundance,
possibilities,
lifestyling.
traveling.
I love that. I also love traveling. Empowerment.
Ooh, family,
Mm. And last but not least, brains.
open-minded mindset.
Okay, thank you so much, Shiri. Good. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of listeners who would love to get in touch with you. How would they best do so?
LinkedIn, Shiri Gabriel. Just look me up on LinkedIn. I come up very high on the rankings. So Shiri Gabriel, Canada, and that's the absolute best way. And in fact, utilize the tools that I just gave you here, and send me a nice message, and let's connect.
Perfect.
And would love to see everybody on July 14th, on the workshop that I'm doing. So if you want more information, definitely get in touch with me via LinkedIn so I can send you the information. You can join us next week.
Okay, we will put it into the into the post. All right, Shiri,
Thank you.
thank you so much for being my guest today on Brains Talk. It was really a pleasure having you and learning more about the first steps of how to start networking and then building long lasting, loyal customer relationships. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bridget. It was a pleasure being here with you.
Thank you. All right. So thanks all for joining Brains Talk today. Please leave your social love and your comments below. And you can also listen to this show as a podcast on your go. Just follow Brands Talk on your favorite platform. If you're interested in learning more about my services, head over to my website, bridgetbrands.com. And I hope you will join me again when we dive into the world of brands life or by having me in your earbuds walking the talk. Bye for now. Let's shine. You deserve it.